doesn't go as planned, it's well worth having peace of mind the keeper from the country companies brings. If your car is damaged and the cost of the repairs exceeds the cost of a new car, we'll replace it with a brand new one, same make and model.
Welcome back. Now, making dough from scratch takes the right ingredients. Like the Sunday Sun-Times. It's chock full of good things. Ah, here it is. The Daily Dough Scratch and Win game card. For scratching, I find a spatula works best.
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times. Then check your Daily Sun-Times for the winning numbers. You can win up to $5,000 every day.
Isn't that yummy?
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times.
All bones connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to the backbone. Oh, the backbone's connected to the crossbone. Wrist bone's connected to the hand bone. The hand bone's connected to the toucan. That's how you slam it down. The hand bone's connected to the toucan. And that's how you slam it down.
Our second semifinal today features Maine West Kevin Fry as he powers the talented Warriors. They'll face a hungry Galesburg team that has a showman in Joey Range. He could bring down the house. Next. Narrowing, the pressure's mounting. Let's be honest here, the excitement is building in Peoria. Today's coverage of the IHSA Boys Class AA semifinals is proudly presented by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. And also brought to you by Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. Hello everyone, from the Peoria Civic Center, I'm Ann Warner. The order of business right now, Whitney Young needs an opponent. Whitney Young just defeated Quincy to make it into the final round of the Boys AA State Championship. And right now, coming up, Tom Dorr and Dave Kaplan are going to have the call of Maine West versus Galesburg. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, thank you, Ann. And Maine West comes into this one after a very tough, physical, emotional ball game last night over Fenwick. Galesburg had a little easier time with Centralia. And you've got to think right now that Galesburg is a little more rested. But, boy, Maine West is all pumped up after that win.
It was such a huge win. Everyone said yesterday, boy, Fenwick, they're going to crush Maine West. And you and I were saying, well, I'll tell you what, Maine West is a team you ready to watch out for. They played very well. They're on an emotional high, but it was such a physical game that I wonder how quick their bodies can respond to this challenge.
Kevin Fry, a guy that just played fabulous basketball last night. Kevin was just tremendous. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. And, David, I thought his defense was great, too.
Well, his low post defense was outstanding. His ability to hang around the perimeter and disrupt things in the passing lane, he did a really good job, and he took the challenge of Corey McGetty to heart.
And on the other side, boy, Joey Range was just tremendous for Galesburg. He's a guy that plays great basketball.
Joey Range is a leaper. He is such a creator around the basket, great scorer, and he also can block shots. He's a big-time player. All
right, we will have a pretty good basketball game as Maine West takes on Galesburg. We'll talk to some coaches coming up.
The things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams and seeing you through the bright tomorrows, human sorrow.
When life doesn't go as planned, it's well worth having peace of mind the keeper from the country companies brings. If your car is damaged and the cost of the repairs exceeds the cost of a new car, we'll replace it with a brand new one, same make and model.
Introducing a whole new look for Pepsi.
You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You just open a can. Yeah, there's only one choice. So kick back and enjoy. You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You know
all new look, same great taste. Pepsi, Generation Next.
Your Lincoln dealers are offering incredible savings during the Lincoln Collection of Savings, an outstanding opportunity to discover the full line of luxury, like a lease of just $4.99 a month with just $4.99 down on the newly restyled Lincoln Continental. We'll even pay your first month's payment. And get exceptional savings on the powerful Navigator, the all-new Town Car, and the exhilarating Mark 8, the Lincoln collection of savings, only through April 2nd at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Welcome back to Carver Arena here in Peoria as we get set for high school basketball, the 2A semifinal. Eric Collins is standing by now with the head coach from Maine West, Jim Sullivan. Go ahead, Eric.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Well, Coach, yesterday you had a colossal battle with the Fenwick Friars. Your team must be a little bit tired right now. How are they prepared to play 2 games today?
Well, I think they may be running on adrenaline a little bit right now, but we'll find out in the early portion of the game. But I think the magnitude of the game and the idea that they could be playing for a state championship has got everybody excited. So fatigue, pain, all those kinds of things, they're going to have to fight through it. They've been saying it, and we've been saying it, and let's hope they do it.
And what's the update on Lucas Johnson? I know he took 13 stitches last night to his head.
He seems to think that it's his leg that's bothering him more than his head. He got a little sore falling on the floor all the time, but he's a tough kid, and he won't let this moment pass without giving it a solid effort.
We wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Let's go back to Tommy. Tom.
All right, thanks, Eric. As we get set for basketball, Maine West and Galesburg. We'll come back and talk to Mike Miller, meet our starting lineups. All that's coming up here on Fox Sports Chicago.
Gordon is way behind. Stick a fork in Jeff. He's done. What is he thinking? Holy baloo!
That's gotta hurt.
What could possess a man to drive like that? Gotcha. He's making his move backward. Gordon wins. We gotta get him a cup holder.
Pepsi, Generation Next. Introducing a whole new look for Pepsi. All new look, same great taste. Pepsi, Generation Next.
My mom is like this world-class warrior. If she calls and I can't get to the phone, she goes right into grandma mode. What happened? Where were you? She works at Ameritech, and she told me about this new Star 69 ID feature on my line. They redesigned it. So now when you dial Star 69, it tells you what number called, and then it gives you the option of returning the call. If it's Mom, I can call right back. But if it's somebody else, I can wait until I'm not busy. You know, like in 20 years.
Welcome back. Now, making dough from scratch takes the right ingredients. Like the Sunday Sun-Times. It's chock full of good things. Ah, here it is. The Daily Dough Scratch and Win game card. For scratching, I find a spatula works best.
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times. Then check your Daily Sun-Times for the winning numbers. You can win up to $5,000 every day.
Isn't that yummy?
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times.
Welcome back again to Carver Arena here in Peoria. Our Class 2A second semifinal. Whitney Young, easy winners in the first over Quincy, and we're set just about for Maine West taking on Galesburg. Eric Collins is standing by with the Silver Streaks head coach, Mike Miller. Go ahead, Eric.
Thanks, Tom. Well, Mike, a couple years ago, you were down in the same situation with Rockford Guilford. Your team has never been down to the Final Four. These are young guys. What have you talked to them about your experience trying to translate into what they're dealing with?
Well, I think the big thing is what's been successful for us in the regular season will be successful now. So let's just go out and execute and just do the things that got us here, and hopefully that'll be enough.
If you can put your finger on it, what's going to be the key today for your club?
Well, we really got to match their intensity. Last night they played with such emotion and intensity that they just worked super hard, and they'll be ready today. So we got to match that.
And when you saw the guys in the locker room just a couple of moments ago, how did they seem?
I think we're very focused and ready, so we're ready to tip the ball up and see what happens.
We wish you good luck.
Thank you.
That's Coach Miller, and let's go back to Tommy. Tom?
Thanks, Eric. And Cappy, now let you and I talk a little bit. I want to get your opinion on how much rest now plays a factor in this one. First of all, Galesburg played the earlier game than Maine West, so we're talking about 2 more hours. Then Galesburg had a reasonably easy time with Centralia, whereas it was a war with Maine West and Fenwick last night.
I don't think that the 2 hours makes a bit of difference. I think the style of game that each team played will become the determining factor in what goes on here this afternoon. Maine West is going to feed, I believe, early off the emotion from last night's huge win. Lucas Johnson coming off of 13 stitches, back out of the locker room, playing very well. Kevin Fry, player of the game. However, as the game goes on, the athleticism, the quickness that Galesburg brings to the table could wear Maine West down, because it's hard to recuperate 12 hours after a war that they went through last night for the Maine West Warriors.
Paul Herzog, our PA announcer, is standing by. Let's go to him right now for our introductions.
The city of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness. Today's Class AA semifinal game in Carver Arena features the Des Plaines Maine West Warriors, a record of 28-3, and the Galesburg Silver Streaks, a record of 29-2. Let's meet the starting lineups. At a forward for Maine West, a 6'8 senior, number 22, Lucas Johnson. At a forward for Galesburg, a 6'5 senior, number 34, Joey Range. The other forward for the Warriors, a 6'3 senior, number 34, Brad Alessi. The other forward for the Silver Streaks, a 6'4 senior, number 54, Mike Tapper. At center for Maine West, a 6'7 senior, number 42, Kevin Fry. At center for Galesburg, a 6'6 senior, number 32, Rod Thompson. At a guard for the Warriors, a 6'2 junior, number 32, Bart Fabian. At a guard for the Silver Streaks, a 6'1 senior, number 12, Steve Glasgow. The other guard for Maine West, a 5'10 senior, number 33, Brian Regan. And the other guard for Galesburg, a 6-foot senior, 22, Taylor Thiel. Head coach at Maine West in his 8th season with a record of 139-80, Jim Sullivan. Head coach at Galesburg in his 7th season of coaching, his 2nd at Galesburg with a record of 51-8, Mike Miller. Officials for this game from Elgin
What
and
a
Dunnigan.
tremendous starting lineups, the electricity, David. You just feel the excitement is here.
Well, the ultimate challenge awaits one of these two teams to take on maybe the best team in America, the #1 team in Illinois, for the most coveted championship in the state of Illinois, the boys basketball title. Be great tonight. Whitney Young resting in the hotel, awaiting one of them.
Boy, and they have had two very easy games, David.
They've made them that way.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I remember, you know, the Quincy guys were very excited after the game last night. They want Whitney Young, and they got a taste of Whitney Young.
Oh, man, did they ever. We're at Carver Arena here in Peoria for our Class 2A second semifinal. Galesburg against Maine West. Along with Eric Collins and David Kaplan, I'm Tom Dorr. In what could be a fun basketball game. I think just about everybody around, David, would say that Galesburg has a couple intangibles. The rest from the game yesterday, they are certainly quicker, but I don't think you find many teams that will work harder than Maine West. Very quickly, that's Thompson with the basketball, and he'll go on top to Steve Glasgow. Glasgow, 17 points yesterday. Down low, that's Range with a fadeaway jumper. Joey Range had 19 points and 12 rebounds in the win over Centralia.
His athletic ability allows him to fade from the post and get his shot up because he's a very good jumper, Tom.
Three, top of the circle is good for Brian Regan, and if there's one thing that Maine West did that we really didn't talk much about was hit their threes, David.
They made their shots last night. They took pretty good shots. Other than Brian Johnson, who took a couple early threes, they took good, clean looks.
Rod Thompson with a three, so he answers at the other end, and Galesburg has a 5-3 lead. Kevin Fry trying to post up down low. That's Lucas Johnson. Now the ball knocked away, tried to save it, and it goes off of Maine West and will belong to Galesburg.
A real good hustle. There's your steal. Get a hand up, always be active, and a nice job by Joey Range.
Glasgow, besides being their point guard with almost 140 assists on the season, is also a great three-point shooter. Shoots 42% from long range. Baseline jumper off the back of the rim, no good, but right there for the follow, no good. And Maine West comes up with a rebound.
Well, that's a stick back you have to convert.
Range and Thompson, two great bookend forwards, just like Fry and Johnson from Maine West. And there's Fry, and his shot goes around and out. The rebound pulled down by Rod Thompson. Rod Thompson and Joey Raines both have signed with Iowa as the baseline three is good from the right corner for Joey Raines, and it's 8-3 in favor of Galesburg.
And he is looking for his shot. Every time down, he's either looked for the shot or looked at the basket to see if he can make an offensive move.
There's the steal, pulled down by Raines. He pushes it up the floor, almost had it stolen away. Raines one-on-one move, almost lost it again. Into the corner for three. Nope, and Lucas Johnson there for Maine West.
Too much dribbling there by Joey Raines. Pass, move the basketball.
Boucher, a 5'10 sophomore, will check in for Galesburg. And a foul inside called against Mike Capper, a 6'4 center. And with the push. And here comes Boucher.
So you can really feel the electricity in this building. It's sold out again. Well over 11,000 people here.
Long three, top of the circle. Nope. Rebound loose inside, and Fry comes up with it and slams it home.
Now, Mike Miller's all over the officials saying, get him off my guy, but I thought they got all ball. They did a nice job, active hands. You put the ball on the deck, it's going to cause you problems.
Fredo Jimenez gets set to check in for Maine West. A three, top of the circle is way off, but the long rebound comes back to Galesburg. And they throw it away. Jimenez checks in.
I think it's going to be very important, Tom, for Maine West to be successful in their half-court offense, to swing the ball side to side, rotate the ball, and force Raines and Thompson to move, and then see if you can get the ball to your big bodies in Fry and Lucas Johnson.
There's Fry with it on the wing. He likes that three-pointer. Johnson, nice pass inside. Jimenez puts it in. How about that? That's a pretty little play.
I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a pass, but an even better catch and score by Jimenez. Unbelievable job among the tall trees.
It's a one-point ball game. Three, top of the circle was partially blocked, and it'll go out of bounds and belong to Maine West. We got a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first. A lot like last night, 8-7, Galesburg with a lead over Maine West.
Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. Pepsi, Generation Next. And by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams, seeing you through. Bright tomorrows, human sorrows. It's nice to know when it matters most, the country's behind you.
Life being what it is, ensure some peace of mind with safe and sound car insurance. It's affordable. It's for people just starting out on their own. And it's from the country companies.
Michael and the high-flying Bulls plan to drive the Raptors back into extinction. But it's a whole new world in Toronto, and the Raps are hungry.
Brady got fouled, and Scotty held him up.
Coverage starts in the game room tomorrow at 1:30 on Fox Sports Chicago.
Big stat is what you do with second chance opportunities. Here's the three-point opportunity for Maine West. It's long. Here comes the rebound for Galesburg, but they don't do a good job protecting the ball. That's not a foul. That's all ball. And Kevin Fry cleans it up with a flush.
Galesburg has a one-point lead. Field goal shooting. Galesburg 3 of 8, 3 of 5 from Maine West. As Fry had it knocked away, but it goes right to Brad Alessi. Johnson with a three from the baseline. Nope. Rebound tapped and saved by the Warriors.
Well, that's a quick shot out of Lucas Johnson. It's contested. It's almost in a secondary break type situation. Push it up the sideline. The first look they had was a three with a defender flying at him. I thought he was a little fast there to pull the trigger.
Good ball handling. Rod Thompson goes on top for Joey Raines. Right side for Boucher. Backing in inside is Thompson. Puts the shot up and a foul called The official says Lucas Johnson pushed him.
Gonna get physical again down on the low block this afternoon. Good call, no doubt about it.
Yep. Got him on the arm. Inbound comes on top to Joey Rain. His tough jumper goes in. Boy, that's a great shot. Caught. Shooters roll. Range with 7 of their 10 points. And a steal. Here comes Range up the floor, off the iron and good. Wow, what a performance by Range early, and it's 12-7.
Nice job to avoid a charge and knife through the lane and get it up soft. Nice job by Joey Range.
Talked to Jim Sullivan, the Maine West head coach, and he said, I'm concerned that we're either going to have a lull at the start of the game or somewhere during it. And it looks like he may have been right about the start of the game. The ball club has not come out and played very well. As Fry had it blocked, but a foul call. And a little intimidation trying to be put on by Joey Rain.
He turned immediately to Kevin Fry. Kevin Fry said, big deal, they called the foul. And here comes the entry pass. Real nice no-look pass. There he goes. Got him with the body, no question about it. And now if you watch, he's going to say something. They called the foul.
I think it'd be hard to intimidate Kevin Fry with something like that.
I would say so.
First free throw bangs off the front of the iron, no good.
They're going to love him in Cincinnati at Xavier.
They will. Brian makes the free throw. He's got 3 points, and it's 12-8 in favor of Galesburg. Rain backing in. Had his shot partially blocked by Fry. Thompson there with the foul, puts it in.
Nice job to let Lucas Johnson clear and then go up. It's so important to give a head and shoulder fake, get your defenders up, and then make the shot.
Baseline 3 up, no good. Lucas Johnson goes down. Ball is loose. Fry comes up with it. It is saved, but out of bounds. It will belong to the Warriors of Maine West. And David, bodies are all over the floor on that possession.
We're seeing the same thing we saw last night in the Fenwick game. And obviously the common link is Maine West. They play hard, tough, physical basketball. Good job, Lucas Johnson. On the floor, but the hands were active.
Alessi kicks it out and gets it back in the corner.
A lot of bumping on the low post. Rod Thompson, Lucas Johnson.
Warriors almost throw it away. 14-8. Lucas Johnson for 3. Bounds out, no good. And that's just not the shot they want. Joey Range with the rebound. And Range avoids 2 defenders. Now pushes it up the floor. Finds his running mate, Rod Thompson, for the slam. And Maine West needs a 20-second timeout. Galesburg has come out on fire now in the last 2 minutes or so. And they lead it 16-8.
Well, real good sequence here for Galesburg. They do a good job at pushing the ball. No charge there. Good job by the officials. Joey Range in the open court. Very tough to stop. You have to respect the drive, so Lucas Johnson steps up. You'll see Lucas in your screen. Boom. Avoid the charge. Dish.
Successful. Earlier today, the IHSA crowned its first champion of the weekend, the Slam Dunk champion. Let's take a look at these highlights because these slam dunkers were unbelievable. They took to the court. They were not in the final games later on tonight, but they had some moves, and we want to make sure that you can be the judge of this. Jermaine Brown, Peoria West. He's the brother of the Bulls, Randy Brown. He brought his reverse 360 to town. Steve Wallace from Westinghouse took it sitting down and then took it to the hoop. He rammed that one home. But Greg Lane of Hillcrest High School, the trifecta right there, throw, catch, and spin. His second move, check this out. He's going to go behind the backboard to set up this slam dunk. A little unconventional, but it was a crowd favorite. And he's not done yet. He had one more. He's down on his knees, back to the basket, and then he takes it home with authority, and that is the reason that Greg Lane was the slam dunk champion for 1998. Well, of course, the real reason we are here is to determine the boys' AA state champion basketball team. And in about 3.5 hours, course, there are going to be new names from a new team in the record book. But first, two teams are playing for third place. Maine West will be in action next when we come back with the consolation game, followed by the Boys AA Championship. Keep it right here. We're live in Peoria. March Madness doubleheader for you tonight. Only 4 high school teams in the state are still playing basketball. Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television are bringing you the action live from Peoria. Tonight's action is brought to you in part by Pepsi, Generation Next, and by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. Well, Quincy and Maine West had a few hours to rest this afternoon after their losses in the Final Four brackets. But right now, the Blue Devils and the Warriors are getting ready to battle for third place. Dave Bennett and Norm Van Leer have been at Carver Arena all weekend, and right now they're getting ready to call their game for third place, Maine West and Quincy. Dave and Norm, over to you guys.
All right, thank you, Ann. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Carver Arena. It is the Warriors of Maine West against the Quincy Blue Devils in their battle for third place here tonight. I'm Dave Bennett, along with former Chicago Bulls great Norm Van Leer. We're going to get you warmed up for a great evening of basketball. Of course, later on, we will see a AA champion crowned here when Young and Galesburg do battle. But two teams who have performed very well, Norm. Quincy, a team which just ran into a real steamrolling Young team earlier today, and then Maine West, which knocked off Fenwick to get to the semifinals, and then even today took Galesburg right down to the wire.
Well, that's a tough loss, and then to come back and play right now, I think is even tougher than one can imagine. In the consolation games, I think one of the toughest things you can really face is mentally getting pumped up and ready to play this basketball game. But I'm sure the coaches will have everybody ready. Their pride is on the line, and they go out and have a good game.
And I know you're ready.
I'm always ready.
And I'm ready. So we're set for basketball here in Peoria, and back to meet tonight's players after this.
Things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams, seeing you through. Bright tomorrows, human sorrows. It's nice to know when it matters most, the country's behind you.
Life being what it is, ensure some peace of mind with safe and sound car insurance. It's affordable. It's for people just starting out on their own. And it's from the country companies.
Tonight, the world is full of light, with suns and moons all over the place. Tonight, let's just be friends.
Tonight, there's only you tonight.
Your Lincoln dealers are offering incredible savings during the Lincoln Collection of Savings, an outstanding opportunity to discover the full line of luxury, like a lease of just $4.99 a month with just $4.99 down on the newly restyled Lincoln Continental. We'll even pay your first month's payment and get exceptional savings on the powerful Navigator, the all-new Town Car, and the exhilarating Mark 8. The Lincoln Collection of Savings, only through April 2nd at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
We are at Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois. This is the third place game at the 1998 Class AA Boys Basketball Tournament. The Warriors of Maine West, who lost earlier today 73-70 to Galesburg, taking on the Blue Devils of Quincy. And let's go to the public address announcer here at Carver Arena, Paul Herzog. Welcome to America's original March Madness. Tonight's Class AA third place game in Carver Arena features the displays Maine West Warriors, a record of 29-4, and the Quincy Senior High Blue Devils, 26-6. Let's meet the starting lineup. From Maine West at a forward, a 6'8 senior, 22, Lucas Johnson. For Quincy at a forward, a 6'2 sophomore, 22, J.D. Summers. The other forward for the Warriors is 6'3" senior, 34, Brad Alessi. The other forward for the Blue Devils, a 6-foot senior, 24, Corey Douglas. At center for Maine West, a 6'7" senior, 42, Kevin Fry. At center for Quincy, a 6'6" senior, 42, Louis Rivas. At a guard for the Warriors, a 6'2" junior, 32, Bart Fabian. At a guard for the Blue Devils, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Kevin Douglas. The other Maine West guard, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Brian Regan. And the other Quincy guard, a 5'11" senior, number 14, Ryan Kelly. Head coach of the Warriors in his 8th season, a record of 139-81, Jim Sullivan. Head coach of the Blue Devils in his 26th season of coaching, his 8th at Quincy with a record of 173-50, Lauren Wallace. Officials for this game.
There's Jim Sullivan and Lauren Wallace, head coach of the Quincy Blue Devils. Took Lincoln to a 4th place finish in AA in 1980, and he's hoping to better that here tonight by winning this one. Our officials for this game tonight. And we're just about set to go with the 3rd place game. Quincy against Maine West. You know, Norm, Quincy has been to the state tournament more than any other team, 29 times. Maine West made it to the quarterfinals for the first time, and of course made it into the semifinals.
Yes. It's all a bit about history. You learn so much being downstate here, and like we mentioned, a lot of relatives from grandparents to grandsons, and the history that Quincy has being around this tournament is being matched by no one. But it's a very tough call as far as I'm concerned to come out here and play a consolation game, but I'm sure we're going to see some good action. That's why they're here. And pride is on the line for your schools at this point.
Probably a little bit tougher for the Warriors because they played the late game last night. They played the 2nd game today, and they only had, what, about 4 hours or so to rest up.
And that's where I'm just baffled, baby. They've been doing it for a long time since history began with this tournament, but I find it awfully tough. I'm sorry, and I get lost disagreement with some people talking, oh, that's the history of it, Norman. I find it tough for kids to come out and play like that.
Brad Alessi is Ryan Regan, co-captain of these Warriors. Alessi also a captain, and here's Johnson with a little 14-footer. Lucas Johnson, 6'8" senior, who's been averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds this weekend here in Peoria. Gets Maine West on the board, 2-0.
And that was it against the zone. Right now, you got the Warriors in their man-to-man. They get the feet low, and right away, Rivas.
Well, Luis Rivas really struggled against Young. Scored only 3 points in that game. And he's already well ahead of his pace. He's equaled his field goal total for that semifinals game.
If I'm not mistaken, he started out with the first field goal against Young. And then score the rest of the way.
I think you're right. They get it down low to Kevin Fry, and it's taken away. Kelly for Quincy. To Kevin Douglas. Douglas will bring it up. With Alessi on him. This Quincy team 26-6. A great year. Rivas too strong, and the rebound to Regan.
Maine West is in a zone. They got it down low nonetheless, and it was just maybe too much of an adrenaline flow in there to get that shot, and he just missed it, that being Rivas.
It'll be Quincy basketball. So Maine West turns it over. We're tied at 2. Just about a minute and a half gone. And Douglas into the front court with it. To Corey Douglas. He'll take the jumper. In and out. Fry had it. And Fabian came away with it.
Oh, he lost it out of bounds. Yep. Little mover, hit it off the heel of his shoe or back of his foot, out of bounds. Maybe those little small little mistakes right there, a little fatigue maybe start this game.
Maine West only turned it over 12 times today. The rebound pulled down by Regan on the weak side. Ryan Regan, 3 points, 3 assists against Galesburg earlier today. Fry got it back.
Well, he got hammered. He was a little delayed on that call, but he got hammered, got the call. And I thought he hesitated going up. He might have 2 points. Had a little fake. Instead of taking it straight up, he might have got a gold field goal out of it.
Kelly called for the foul. Number 23, Alfredo Jimenez, who had a great game today. What a game he had against Galesburg. 24 points. And at the line, Kevin Fry. Fry on the season, a 72% free throw shooter. Fry, the second leading rebounder in the tournament. And he makes both the free throws. And it's 4-2 Maine West. Just over 2 minutes gone in this one. Reeves shovels it. Good by Douglas, Corey Douglas. Nice little one-hander.
Did a good job of keeping his pivot foot there stationary because it looked like he stepped, but his pivot foot was there, planted.
Jimenez picks up where he left off. He was 8 of 9 this afternoon, so he's 9 of 10 today.
He's not afraid to shoot it, but he seems to get it right in his area. No, not far out, just right in his area.
And he'll get it again. One-on-one against Douglas, lays it in.
He's got some offensive skills. Does things in a very deceptive way. Not the high-flying, dunking type of approach, but just a nice game that he has.
He fouled out late in the game today against Galesburg, and you could tell how emotional it was for him.
Yeah, and guess whose number he's wearing?
It's
23.
I know that wasn't your number.
No, I wore it 1 year as a Bull. And I decided, I knew Michael was coming along eventually. So I said, hey, you know, say this to a guy named Michael Jordan. They believe me.
Summers out to Kevin Douglas. Corey Douglas lobs to Reeves, bounces back, thanks, give and go.
And a nice no call underneath the back, too far underneath. I thought it was a nice no call by the official. Still in bounds, but
Johnson.
Maine West got it back.
Maine West pulls up.
I knew I was going to say that too. I say Whitney, Houston, and I say May West. I'm all confused.
Saved inbounds by Summers here. And that is one-on-one against Douglas. And as Fry hustles down toward it, got it to him, and it was poked away, deflected out of bounds by Quincy. 4:16 to go. We have a timeout on the floor. First quarter, Maine West leads by 2.
Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. Pepsi, Generation Next. And by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
The things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams and seeing you through the bright tomorrows, human sorrows. It's nice to know when it matters most, the country's behind you.
Tomorrow, in the game room, the Final Four gets set in stone. We'll have the lowdown from the South and Midwest regions. Plus, get ready for the Bulls trip north to meet the Raptors. Tomorrow at 1:30.
Maine West leads Quincy 8-6 with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. The telecast rights to this game have been granted to Fox Sports Chicago by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of the boys' IHSA championships not permitted without the express written consent of Fox Sports Chicago and the IHSA. There's Kevin Fry, 6'7", 225-pound senior. 75% shooting by Maine West, 50% by Quincy. This afternoon, Quincy shot 36%, and the Warriors 47% in their loss.
Nice shot. Good patience with that ball moving around the zone. And an excellent shot.
Ryan Regan with the three.
Good rotation. Nice little lift.
And it's the 11-6 Maine West. Kelly into the lane, and a foul called there.
Should be before the shot, obviously. They call it NBA continuation.
Brad Alessi. And Bart Fabian, who had checked out, will go back in now for Maine West, number 32. Each team has committed one foul here in the first quarter. Kelly, the runner. Rivas rebounds, put it back up, got it back.
Got fouled, I do believe, on the play, but good board effort, good aggressive play. Second shots will help you out every time.
Now called on Fabian. And Rivas will step to the free throw line.
You know, I was going to say, I'm sure he gets teased with that name, but at the same time, I don't think anyone's old enough to remember that name, Fabian. It's both his group.
Rivas now with three. Quincy only shot 6 free throws against Young. They made 4 of them. Knocked it to the line, but on the season, they're a 71% team from the free throw line. And Rivas, 59% shooter, makes them both. He's got 4, and it's a 3-point Maine West lead, 11-8. Pressure now by Quincy. Head to Fry. His entry pass to Johnson, poked away. Johnson battling Kelly for it. Johnson.
Well, he hit the deck.
That's not unusual for Lucas Johnson.
Yeah, he's got that, what do we call it? A little bit of Rodman there. Going after it. Boom. He's going. He's lucky he didn't get called for fouling, actually.
Of course, Lucas Johnson involved in one of the most watched moments, I guess, in this tournament. His confrontation with Troy Maggetti's elbow last night, which sent him out to get 13 stitches. And then he came back heroically. And now popping from outside, Johnson.
Nice touch. Tough kid. Take anything away from him.
Well, I think he has certainly shown that over the course of the season, but this weekend, and again today against Galesburg, very evident. 5-point lead. Rivas spins around Fry, baseline jumper good.
I don't know how he got that up, and I do believe he shot that left-handed, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, they banked him from the side.
Rivas had 18 yesterday against Joliet before being shut down today by Young.
Well, if you moved the ball, you had a good swing situation to get that shot a little earlier if you moved it. Great rebound.
No look pass by Jimenez into the corner, but the three-pointer no good. And the pass ahead to Summers, and he's hacked by Lucas Johnson.
Yeah, I thought he got away with a step, but evidently the officials didn't call it or didn't see it. Wanted to, because it looks like steps from here, but he got hacked. You see the play again right here. He got somewhat of a fast break, going to the hoop. He stops, and you know something, he held his pivot foot. Good, no call.
Yeah, nope, didn't work.
Nope, it didn't work.
Only the guys with the whistles get to make those calls.
Yes, and they're going to let you play a little bit, because most of these officials from Chicago, which I know, and they'll let you bang a little bit with Chicago-style basketball.
Free throw by Summers, good. J.D. Summers, 74% free throw shooter. Checking in for Quincy is Ryan Hintz, 6'2", 180-pound senior. He replaces the sophomore Summers.
Good evenly matched battle right going on with these two teams right now.
Rivas got a hand on it.
Rivas is everywhere tonight.
Rivas has averaged 17 points, nearly 9 rebounds in the tournament.
had an outstanding tournament until he ran into Whitney Young, and most people can say that.
I was going to say, they'll do that quickly. Here's a steal by Quincy. Kevin Douglas.
Especially if you got any notoriety, they're going to bring the attention to you. Beautiful play.
Corey Douglas.
Beautiful play. Moving without the ball, good pass. Excellent play.
Out it goes. Three-pointer on the way by Alessi. Rebounded by Kevin Douglas.
That was good execution. Just didn't hit it.
In the corner, Ryan Kelly. On the baseline. And turned over to Maine West.
Your Lucas Johnson had a nice little penetration from the side from Maine West. And making things happen. You can play outside as well as inside.
Fabian got it to Fry, and then Fry was fouled under the basket by Ryan Kelly.
Yeah, I thought Fry could have passed that ball to Brad Alessi, but he got the foul. He got to the free throw line. We'll see what happens. See that beautiful play, foul, boom, there you go. He had a teammate on the other side. Might have a little bounce pass, might have created a field goal.
Two on Ryan Kelly. He's going to take a seat.
Yeah, most coaches will tell you, get in that paint, put it up. You get the foul, get the results like you do now.
Kevin Douglas also sits down, and number 4, Adam McNett, checks in for the Blue Devils. And here's Fry. Kevin Fry, averaging 22 points in the tournament. Second to Quentin Richardson. That's pretty good company.
No doubt. That's real good company.
Both 4 for 4 from the line. Maine West a 1-point lead, 15-14. J.D. Summers will inbound to McNett. McNett against Regan.
A little token pressure by Maine West in half court with a little trap. Once they had that pressure, patience they had against most teams they played, Whitney Young brought them out of that after about 2 or 3 minutes in the first quarter.
The entry pass whipped in there by Hintz, but taken away 2-on-1. And Alessi is fouled as he hits the deck under the basket.
Good break, good pass. Created a foul for themselves, that being Maine West, getting a nice break. You see the behind-the-back pass, a little bouncer, taking it straight up, and basically a good foul. A little harmless. Make him earn it from the stripes.
First foul on Hintz. And Alessi, 76% free throw shooter, and a very good three-point shooter. At the line, Alessi averaging 12 points in the tournament, so above his season average.
Stepping up.
7 of 13 on three-point shots coming in to tonight's game here in Peoria. Final minute, first quarter of our third-place game. Maine West leads 17-14 over Quincy. Quincy holding for the final shot of the quarter. They were getting that done unto them today by Young.
Yes, indeed. And every quarter that ended, he seemed to score a bucket as the buzzer went off. It's a sign of a very good, solid, disciplined team.
8 seconds. Corey Douglas jump past Rivas, working against Fry underneath. Out of bounds. And Maine West with 3.5 to go.
Plenty of time to get a shot off. But they're going to need some help down here.
Get it intercepted by Rivas, and with 1.2 to go.
You can get it, do something with this. Throw it up there. Boom.
So Quincy will have a chance. Corey Douglas will put it up.
It's pretty strong to get a shot in the pump like that from way outside of more than 30 feet.
End of one here in Peoria in the third place game. Maine West leads Quincy 17-14. You're watching IHSA AA basketball on Fox Sports Chicago.
Collarbone's connected to the neck. The neck bone's connected to that.
phone. Oh, backbone's next to the crotch. Wrist bone's next to the hand bone. Hand bone's next to the toucan. That's how you slam it down. The hand bone's next to the toucan. That's how you slam it down.
From coast to coast, we are...
Are you looking for the best savings on floor covering? Absolutely. Do you want the nationwide buying power of more than 700 stores? Absolutely. And you want a locally owned store for the best service and installation?
It's absolutely Abby, and it's absolutely time to buy now.
It's Abby Carpet's 40th birthday. And when you buy now, we'll save you more than ever. With absolutely no down payments, no interest till 2000.
Tri-State Abby Carpet, 847-695-2211.
What's going on? I want my guitar back. Yeah, man, come on. I was ready to know where it's going, man. Awesome riff going on, man. Come on, man. Next time we're practicing at my house. Shut up, punk. You want to fight? You're not my friend anymore. Yeah, well, good. You're not in the band anymore.
Start of the second quarter. The third place contest, Maine West leading Quincy 17-14. Quincy with the basketball. Brian Kelly to Hintz in the corner for three. Off the side, rebounded Lucas Johnson. And Johnson on the run. Bounces ahead to Fry.
A little banging around going in there. Johnson, I might add, a great pass to Tom.
Oh, what a terrific pass that was. And he was running full speed,
no doubt,
when he let it go.
Good, fundamentally sound basketball. Good bounce pass where you can handle it.
Jimenez back on for Maine West.
Maine West is back in the zone, 1-2-2. And, you know, the way Quincy can shoot, you know, just take a little patience and move it.
Kelly to Regal.
Put it right outside, man.
Jimenez got hit hard by Johnson, his teammate. But gets up nonchalantly. Apparently he's okay.
I didn't see where he lost that. There was good action, good banging, good pounding. Ball went inside. Reeves missed it. Here's the ball. Here's the rebound. Got pushed. I don't see it. Unless they call steps. I didn't...
Technical. Technical foul was called.
Because I didn't see any play where he missed or did anything wrong, but just get the ball and throw it back out to his teammate.
So Summers shooting the technical free throw.
Was that technical on the coach? Yes, I was. Well, they're still involved.
You guys, the technical was on Coach Sullivan, and he's really not sure what he said. He wanted steps called and was a little animated in trying to get the officials' attention, but he really wasn't sure what he was saying in order to get the tech.
We wanted steps called on Rivas because Rivas he couldn't want steps called on his own team. He's a member of his own team, but maybe Rivas.
And that brings Quincy within one and a chance to take the lead, and they get it as Summers hits.
Well, they're still in the action. When you get technical, you're involved. You're still behind your team. You're not just, you know, mailing this game in.
And as the three, rebound Summers. You know, these teams want this game, and you realize it's not what they set out to do when they came to Peoria.
Honestly, they want to win the championship out.
Rivas now with 8 points.
You know what I'm gathering with this Quincy team is they're going streaks. You know, they go out a little while, they don't hit anything, all of a sudden, boom, they hit a bundle of shots. And all indication in the last couple games I've witnessed with this team.
There's a steal. Kevin Douglas, one-on-one down the court. Now bounces to Kelly, and he finishes.
But they're going to time out.
Hey, guys, in the other two games we saw with Maine West, they were very physical, and the referees seem to have tightened up a little bit on that. So that could be the reason why Quincy right now is in a little bit of better rhythm. They're really playing their game.
Well, they seem to get in their rhythm. They seem to do that even against Whitney Young. They just couldn't hit anything. All of a sudden they hit when it was a little late, but it seems like they're doing the same thing here. They got a rhythm going. They're playing the defense. They're hitting the outside shot. They're playing the defense, getting the fast break. As you see right here, good bounce pass, good fundamental basketball, and the result, a layup. So we'll see if this timeout can make an adjustment in Maine West and coming back and see what they can bring to the table.
Coach Sullivan addressing his troops. Quincy fans enjoying this.
Whatever the rule was, the coaches over here, Quincy was yelling and jumping. I guess there's so much time they had in a 20-second timeout.
They were not on the court in time.
Yeah. I think at times some rules can be so silly, but it is the rule.
Corey Douglas.
Quincy just barely out of the court themselves.
You saw Quincy on an 8-0 run here, looking for more. Corey Douglas, left wing. Kevin Douglas, jump pass underneath Rivas.
I think Rivas got away with 3 seconds that time. He was camping there quite a long period of time. Nonetheless, he got the ball, got the 3-point field goal, I should say. Should be called a foul, and it was. One of the Douglas. I believe Corey Douglas committed the foul on the back foot. Good pressure on the ball. Right here, there's a little nudge. Not much of a foul, but enough to get it called.
Three-pointer on the way by Fry. Finds off the side right to Kelly. He'll shovel it to Kevin Douglas to bring it over the line as we approach the 5-minute mark, second quarter. Quincy up 7. Maine West has hit a dry spell here. Though, as we saw today, they have a way of coming back. Three-pointer by Summers. Rebound Fry.
Well, he didn't have the numbers. He lost it. Whoa. I thought he lost it. Did he call a foul? Yes, he did.
Ball on Kevin Douglas.
Right, because he had lost that ball coming off against the numbers there. And it went out of bounds, really. I thought it was for Brad Alisi.
We have 4:49 to go, first half of the third-place game. Lucas Johnson and Maine West trailing Quincy 24-17.
My daughter Angela's put me in an uncomfortable position with my co-workers. Where she works at Ameritech, instead of mailing separate bills like other phone companies, they're letting customers put local and long distance all on one bill. Even Ameritech's cell phone and internet. Angela says people like having just one phone bill to pay. As a bill payer, I can see a point. But as a bill carrier, I say the more mail, the better. I guess Angela can forget about ever getting her face on a stamp.
In my business, when I need something, I always need it fast. Who comes through for me? My local Granger. Two-way radios, lamps, power tools, flashlights, they got it all, and they help me get it right. Want to keep your business running smoothly? Talk to Granger. They got more ways to keep your business running right.
Like the complete line of Milwaukee electric tools, when nothing but heavy duty will do.
Budweiser presents Fight Time on Fox Sports Chicago.
Quincy leads Maine West 24-17, 4:49 to go second quarter. After this game, the championship game, it'll be Whitney Young against Galesburg. David Kaplan and I will bring you that game immediately following this one for the state boys AA championship.
Nice pass inside.
By Fry.
That was a beautiful move. Good spin action, good pass inside. High level contact by way of passing. Didn't hesitate going to the hoop.
Maine West ends the drought.
Needed to.
And West gets the ball back. Fabian weaving his way. Off the hands of Fry, right to Johnson, back to Fry, travel.
They let a good fast break go to waste right there. A little fancy ball handling coming down the court. Brad Alessi, excuse me, and didn't really get results out of that.
Quincy, the team which knocked off Peoria Manual, the defending champs in the Super Sectional on Tuesday. At work here tonight, J.D. Summers.
J.D. Summers has a beautiful jump shot. Nice little release. Almost a perfect jump shot every time he shoots. Good hands by Rivas. Get that ball away. J.D. Summers picked it up.
That's to Corey Douglas. Across the line goes Douglas. 7-point Quincy lead as we approach the late stages of the half. Up top, Summers. He'll leave him out there. He'll take the three straight on.
Just when I bragged about him, he shoots it air ball. What are you doing to him, huh?
He had Lucas Johnson's arm to shoot over there.
Yes, he did.
I think he changed his shot, which is understandable.
Good ball movement. Got to move the ball against his zone. Get that shot. Good call. Second chance rebound. Get a foul.
Foul called on Kevin Douglas, his second. That is the sixth team foul on Quincy. Maine West. Be in the bonus here. Foul. Entry pass taken away.
A little late on the pass. He was open, a little late, a little hesitation that caused him a steal right there. Quincy's doing quite a bit of that. Good defense.
They return the favor on the other end.
Kevin Fry just played some good defense, came out over the shoulder without fouling. Showed a little quickness right there. 1-2-2 zone. That's what Quincy's playing right now.
Fabian, the jumper, got it.
Nice shot. Fabian got the old-fashioned high socks on.
Like you used to wear them.
Flashback to the 70s. I was going to say that. Douglas made you look tall.
To the baseline, Douglas the runner.
Nice shot. I don't know how he got that off. They went in, left-handed, banked it in without causing a charge.
Lucas Johnson against Corey Douglas.
I don't think Johnson can play without bumping and hitting and grinding. I like his game.
Three-pointer on the way. Good by Brian Regan.
Maine West starting to tune up a little bit.
Second tray of the game for Regan. Maine West within 4. 28-24 as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Both teams seem to be a little more aggressive right now in their approach. And their play right now. Maybe if we can get the cobwebs off from their games this morning and afternoon. We heard Coach yelling, shorten up the passes. Getting too wide. That being Quincy coach. Warren Wallace.
Jimenez, Hintz checking in.
Both coaches are in their 8th year at their respective schools. And records of Wallace is 173-50 and Jim Sullivan 139-81.
Not too bad. 573 wins for Warren Wallace in his career. A steal and an uncontested basket for Corey Douglas. Douglas now with 8. And it's a 6-point lead for Quincy. On to the wing, and now foul called on Quincy. J.D. Summers. And Maine West now will be in the bonus.
They had a quick move to the baseline to create that foul. Just took it and moved by. I haven't seen many of those moves, baseline moves, in this whole tournament, actually. By way of quickness and going to the hoop.
55 Isaac Miller checking in for Quincy, and you saw 44 Jamie Jewett check in for Maine West. Yvonne.
You guys will have to check and see if this is a rule, but one of the referees has told Coach Sullivan from Maine West that he had to sit down on the bench because he had a technical. He was standing up giving instructions to his ball club, and they told him to sit down. So we'll have to check that out and see if that's a rule.
Well, if officials applied it, maybe. We don't want any more technicals. Sit down and be cool.
Blocking foul is called.
Some coaches can't coach sitting down. They got to pace and move.
And so both teams now in the bonus. And at the free throw line is Corey Douglas.
Corey has a halfback body.
Douglas, 6 feet, 200 pounds.
Yes.
Second free throw is good by Douglas. He's into double figures with 10. Kevin Fry returning for Maine West. Foul is called on Corey Douglas.
1:16 left in this half.
Section 5 of the rule book. Coaches must remain seated on the bench at all times while the clock is running or stopped, except 2. There's a whole bunch of them. At the line, Johnson.
I don't see that many coaches sitting. I mean, there's always coaches up. I know. Up yelling, and matter of fact, the coach is up right now. That'd be Mr. Wallace. There was a time they had a coach's restraining box area. You can go no further than the line toward the scores table or whatever.
We're in the final minute of the first half. Kevin Douglas bouncing to Rivas.
A strong, strong move. Good penetration pass and a strong move to the hoop of Rivas. He's much more aggressive in this game tonight. Of course, you're talking about different types of competition when you're not facing Whitney Young.
Jimenez outside to Fry. And it's stolen right out of the air by Hintz. Bouncing ahead to Douglas. Back to Hintz. And he throws it over the head of Ryan Kelly and out of bounds.
That was developing into a good fast break with 20.3 seconds left. And to let it get away. Good steal on the pass and down the fast break. Give and go action basketball and then thrown out of bounds.
Quincy's a team which is really known for its patience offensively.
No doubt about it. I love their patience. They usually have good patience and not as many turnovers.
Final seconds of the first half. Out it goes Jimenez for 3.
Beautiful play.
2 seconds to go, and that's going to do it for the first half of the third place game here in Peoria.
Johnson made that play happen.
We've reached the half. And Maine West with the late 3. Let's go right now to Yvonne Simmons.
Coach, you guys are having a little bit of problem with that 1-2-2 zone press by Quincy.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, we've seen pressure all year, and I think the kids are a little tentative right now. I don't know if it's just trying to get on track to what is the third place game, or whether the frustration of what happened to us earlier in the day is starting to overwhelm us. But they're not doing enough to disrupt us, and I'm a little frustrated with where the kids are not running their lanes. I mean, this is stuff we should know by now.
Okay, well, you talked about it a couple times. Your time's out. Go talk to them at halftime,
We'll do that.
okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Back to you.
All right, Yvonne, thank you. Halftime. Quincy leading Maine West 34-29. We'll be back with more from Carver Arena in a moment.
Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Ameritech. In a world of technology, people make the difference. And by the Chicago Sun-Times, the official newspaper of high school sports coverage.
My mom is like this world-class warrior. If she calls and I can't get to the phone, she goes right into grandma mode. What happened? Where were you? She works at Ameritech, and she told me about this new Star 69 ID feature on my line. They redesigned it. So now when you dial Star 69, it tells you what number called, and then it gives you the option of returning the call. If it's mom, I can call right back. But if it's somebody else, I can wait until I'm not busy. You know, like in 20 years.
Welcome back. Now, making dough from scratch takes the right ingredients.
like the Sunday Sun-Times. It's chock full of good things. Ah, here it is. The Daily Dose Scratch and Win game card. For scratching, I find a spatula works best.
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times. Then check your Daily Sun-Times for the winning numbers. You can win up to $5,000 every day.
Isn't that yummy?
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times.
The Country Companies knows that starting a family is no small feat. So the least we could do is start giving you a break with mini rates on most minivans.
When it matters most, the country's behind
you. March Madness is going on around the country, but no place is quite like Peoria, Illinois, with its March Madness experience at the Peoria Civic Center, where little boys and little girls are trying to get in on the hoops action. Welcome back. At halftime, I'm Ann Werner. You know, to a lot of people, it just doesn't get any better than high school sports. They're pure, they're fun, and the kids just play their hearts out. That's why Taylor Bell loves to cover the prep scene for the Chicago Sun-Times. Yvonne Simmons is standing by with the veteran journalist. Yvonne?
Hi, Amy. Thanks again. We're talking to Taylor Bell, a writer for the Sun-Times. Let's talk about this championship game. You have two teams, Galesburg, who was going to be the underdog, but people think that they're really the best team that can match up with Whitney Young.
Well, there's no question with Joey Range and Rod Thompson. They have two big people who are going to create problems inside. Does Whitney Young put Dennis Gates on Range, as we might expect? Well, Range is a little bigger, more physical, likes to go inside a lot. That can create problems. Rod Thompson is also very physical, but yet he can go outside and shoot the three. Do they put Quentin Richardson on him, or do they chase him with do they put one of the, like Clemens, or do they put Eccles, a freshman, or do they put Quentin Richardson on him? So there are some matchup problems, but it still boils down to, I think, what most people look at is you've got 5 players for Whitney Young, a great, as we talked earlier, a great all-around team that can do a whole lot of things and create a lot of problems for you, against a team that has 2 players, and 2 great players, 2 all-staters. Is Galesburg going to get some help from Taylor, Thiel, or Glasgow, or anybody else out there? You know, because Cordell Henry is a great point guard. He creates a lot of things for Whitney Young. There's a whole lot of matchup problems that Galesburg has in the realms of quickness that they haven't had to face, and they're coming off a game where they got really worked over pretty good. I mean, the Maine West game had to take a lot out of them. I think they're a little bit spent. Obviously, Whitney Young didn't have to work as hard in their semifinal. They played early. They rested a little more. That's going to create a lot of problems, I think, for Galesburg in the long run.
Well, I think that's exactly where the adjustment is going to have to be made. Galesburg is, who are pressure the ball really well, they're going to have to decide whether they can handle the Young quickness, whether they're going to have to pull it back a little bit and really play a different game than what they played all season.
Yeah, that's right. And they are physical. They can go to the boards. But as we saw, Whitney Young can play any kind of game they want to play. Whether Galesburg is going to be tired, going to try to play a half-court game, and then they're not going to be able to run as much. Well, Whitney Young likes to do that, too. I think Whitney Young's going to put a lot of pressure on them early. They like to get off to the quick start. They've done that for the last 9 games. I mean, they've been overwhelming their opponents. They did it today. They did it yesterday. I think they're going to put a lot of a lot of pressure on them early, see if those guards can handle the pressure, and then go from there.
Well, thanks again. I really enjoy reading your column. We'll look forward to tomorrow.
My pleasure.
And you guys stay with us. We have more from the March Madness experience in Peoria.
This is not the Chicago Fire. The biggest stars of the MLS won't know what hit them as Chicago's newest home team looks to make history in a blaze of glory.
Your Lincoln dealers are offering incredible savings during the Lincoln Collection of Savings, an outstanding opportunity to discover the full line of luxury, like a lease of just $4.99 a month with just $4.99 down on the newly restyled Lincoln Continental. We'll even pay your first month's payment and get exceptional savings on the powerful Navigator, the all-new Town Car, and the exhilarating Mark 8. The Lincoln Collection of Savings, only through April 2nd at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Are getting ready for their championship game coming up against Whitney Young. But right now we are at halftime of the consolation game, and Quincy leads Maine West 34-29. Coming up, Dave Bennett and Norm Van Leer will be back with stats and highlights from the first half. Keep it right here on Fox Sports.
The things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams and seeing you through. The bright tomorrows, human sorrow.
When life doesn't go as planned, it's well worth having peace of mind the keeper from the country companies brings. If your car is damaged and the cost of the repairs exceeds the cost of a new car, we'll replace it with a brand new one, same make and model.
Welcome back. Now, making dough from scratch takes the right ingredients. Like the Sunday Sun-Times. It's chock full of good things. Ah, here it is. The Daily Dough Scratch and Win game card. For scratching, I find a spatula works best.
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times. Then check your Daily Sun-Times for the winning numbers. You can win up to $5,000 every day.
Isn't that yummy?
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun-Times.
My Uncle Jack wears a beeper, like one of those doctors on TV. Anytime there's a flood or a disaster or something like that, Uncle Jack's the guy who beeps. He works for Ameritech. So when people are like hiding in their basements from tornadoes, eating candy bars, he's 100 feet up in the air. Last winter when there was no snow here, they flew into a giant storm in Indiana at 2 in the morning. How cool is that?
The high school championships go down to the wire on the next Schoolyard Jam. Peoria and the United Center are the sites for the madness of March. And the Jams, Brandon Thompson and Tara Moody have your ticket to the best basketball and hockey action in the state. Meet superstar prepsters Quentin Richardson of Young, Corey Maggette of Fenwick, and Frankie Williams of Peoria Manual. Plus, flashback with this year's top 10 IHSA winter moments.
The Quincy Blue Devils lead the Maine West Warriors 34-29 at halftime here at Carver Arena. Dave Bennett with Norm Van Leer. First half action here. Alfredo Jimenez goes in. Nice finger roll by Jimenez to put Maine West ahead at that time, 8-4.
Yeah, good give and go right here, as you see, Dave. Beautiful ball handling right there.
Now Maine West with a three-pointer by Brian Regan.
Good ball move once again, got the open shot. Here's a good play, a little hesitation, both pass, cut, boom. Quincy's very good at handling the ball and the patience they have to get these shots.
And Kevin Fry, Reagan, here's a steal by Kevin Douglas. And bouncing to Kelly.
Nothing but fundamentals.
Here you look at Fry with a nice spin move.
In my day, I would have got called for steps. That was a beautiful move. Nice jump shot right there. Good penetration you see right here. Good bounce pass. Quincy's so good at that. Penetration, bounce pass, or side, give and go without the ball. Good coaching in that area.
Both teams shooting well, rebounding fairly even, and a 5-point Quincy lead at halftime. 34-29. Our Ameritech first half stats. Back with the third quarter in a moment.
Things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams, seeing you through. Bright tomorrows, human sorrows. It's nice to know when it matters most. the country's behind you.
Life being what it is, ensure some peace of mind with safe and sound car insurance. It's affordable. It's for people just starting out on their own. And it's from the country companies.
Introducing a whole new look for Pepsi.
You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You just open a can, yeah, there's only one choice. So kick back and enjoy. You know we wanna drink P-E-P-S-I. You know
All new look, same great taste. Pepsi, Generation Next.
How many saves can a black...
You're injured due to no fault of your own. Whether it's work-related or from an auto accident, remember this name, Barry R. Rabofsky, the law offices of Barry R. Rabofsky. It all starts with a call. The first consultation is free, and there's no fee unless you collect. Experience pays. Preparation of your personal injury case can begin today, but you have to call Barry R. Rabofsky now. He can make a difference.
Don't file your 1997 taxes. Instead, file your taxes with us. And in 30 minutes or less, you'll get your taxes prepared and a newer car, too. Just bring your W-2 form and all your tax papers, and Aurora Auto Sales will prepare your taxes, and you can get a refund advance to use toward the down payment on your newer car. Regardless of your past credit history, everyone is filing here and driving away today. Only at Aurora Auto Sales at Lake Street and Downers Place in downtown Aurora. Toll free 1-888-438-LEND.
As we get set for the third quarter, Yvonne Simmons is standing by with Quincy coach Lauren Wallace. Yvonne?
Thanks, Dave. Coach Wallace, your zone press seems to be giving them problems offensively. You guys have really spread it out nicely and really running your offense.
Yes, much better than we did this afternoon. And I think that, you know, they're a little tired for that first game. But right now, as long as we can take it to them, I think we can stay in there. If it becomes strictly a half-court game, we're going to get in trouble. They're just too big inside. So we got to extend it out there with our press, and then we got to run out there with the ball.
Okay, good luck in the second half. Thank you.
And here we go. Thank you, Yvonne. Maine West the ball, down 5. Ryan Regan. Leslie gives it back to him. High post, Lucas Johnson down the lane.
Oh, good move. It would be continuation in the pros, however, got called on the floor. Good move by Johnson. Strong move. Are they giving it to him?
No. The basket for Lucas Johnson. Whoa. Here it is, coming right at you.
Called the foul. Well, he got it, I guess. Nice, strong move.
Kevin Douglas, his third. And the three-point play by Lucas Johnson. He now has 7. And Maine West, just like that, within 2 points, but not for long.
They didn't hesitate coming down. Good patience. They took advantage of maybe a little relaxed Maine West coming down on that, and you got 2 points by Rivas. Good spin move. He had some great control underneath that bucket with his pivot moves, spinning like Kevin McHale used to.
Leslie has not hit a three-pointer yet. Fabian back up top to Regan.
Ooh, he had a shot. Take it.
Lucas Johnson. They double team him in the high post. Along the baseline. Leslie shoveled it to Fry, and Fry got it outside Fabian. Now into the corner, Alessi, pump fake, goes baseline, leans in.
Got to be charged.
Offensive foul.
All right, Rivas came out of nowhere. He was so far in the air. Tried to block that shot, good pump fake, and then the charge took place. Yeah, watch this play right here. Whoa, Rivas out of the way. Good position. Got there about a hair, fraction on time. Create the charge. It's a lot of people beat that. They call it blocking. See, I love it. For me, there you have to have ball control, you have to have body control, and that means I'm playing defense to do something to take you away from your game. Distraction, you hate them. They're like a little gnat, a little fire. You can't stand them around you, Dave. Just want to smack them away from you.
Douglas elevates but missed the shot.
He did get up in the air.
Right.
Ooh, a little football collision there.
Someone's hurt. Fry's hurt.
He got hit in the head. Oh, ankle, head, foot, whatever.
Well, he's holding his head and his foot, but I think it was...
He's holding both areas. Here you go. This is a heck of a collision. Coming in, Well, actually, I saw the echo. I did not see the head any place right there, but the foot, yes, caught in that spin move. He turned around and twisted it a little bit. In such pain, he had to grab his head.
Bottom of his foot. Keep an eye on his left foot.
Ah, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. You can see it just kind of go.
Fry, second team All-State selection by the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association. They're playing his college basketball at Xavier. He's up, but walking very gingerly as he makes his way over to the bench.
And a couple kids are starting to announce where they're going or signing or make commitments. I say that with tongue-in-cheek. Because some people don't like when you talk about where kids are going.
36-32, Quincy.
You know me, I got to jive, I got to jig, you know. Nonetheless, it's a great thing, you know. Get your education, go to school.
Then his quick pass to Johnson.
Nice ball movement on Maine West. Good rebound, good rebound, good rebound.
Strong by Lucas Johnson. On a miss by Fabian.
I have to say that would be, in my opinion, a good no call because it's just an aggressive play. Because all he has done is taken the ball away from him, and I don't think it should have been a call on that. Just a good aggressive, I stole the ball from you. Then again, there is a little grab, as you saw in the second replay on the inside. Good camera work by our camera people, Fox Network Chicago.
Second
Sports Network, that is.
Three-point play by Johnson here in the opening 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Yes.
He now has 10 points in the game. Second foul on Summers. Douglas picked up his fourth foul on the collision with Fry. Quincy's lead very much in jeopardy at the moment. It's down to 1 point. Rivas leans in and banks it in.
Well, I've seen Rivas, certainly didn't see against Whitney Young. Boy, he's got some nice moves inside. Some good strong pivot moves, good passing going on here also.
And at the other end, Lucas Johnson.
It's becoming a Johnson-Rivas show right now at this particular time of the game.
You know, I think the performance we saw from Rivas today was certainly uncharacteristic and understandable against Whitney Young. But Rivas at 30, a career high in the win over Peoria Manual.
Well, certainly he's got the, he's got the game, the players. But when you talking about playing against Whitney Young, if you're the main man, you're the main character of the game, they're going to do something to take you away from your game or cut you down at least what you usually bring to the game.
Net in there. Johnson gets around him. It goes. Jimenez in the corner. Alessi bouncing out to Johnson.
I could say this at halftime. Coach certainly did something with this team because the Maine West, that is.
But it's been their trademark, right? I mean, this is a team that comes from behind. Three-pointer, good by Jimenez.
It's like a new heart has been put in this team. They've come alive, they're moving the ball, they're playing confidence. And this is what they've done all year, setting the pace after that tough loss to Galesburg.
There's McNett.
You know, maybe they've had it a little better than most teams coming in here because of the reputation of, wow, you know, where are you going with your team? What are you going to do? And they've certainly set some eyebrows rising there.
Weak side rebound. Summers in the putback.
Summers having a game. Almost a steal.
10 for Summers now. And we're tied at 40 with 4:01 to go. Third quarter in our third place game. Young and Galesburg coming up. And right now it's Quincy and Maine West tied at 40.
Your Lincoln dealers are offering incredible savings during the Lincoln Collection of Savings, an outstanding opportunity to discover the full line of luxury, like a lease of just $4.99 a month with just $4.99 down on the newly restyled Lincoln Continental, We'll even pay your first month's payment and get exceptional savings on the powerful Navigator, the all-new Town Car, and the exhilarating Mark 8, the Lincoln collection of savings, only through April 2nd at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
The high school championships go down to the wire on the next Schoolyard Jam. Peoria and the United Center are the sites for the madness of March. And the Jam's Brandon Thompson and Tara Moody have your ticket to the best basketball and hockey action in the state. Meet superstar prepsters Quentin Richardson of Young, Corey Maggette of Fenwick, and Frankie Williams of Peoria Manual. Plus, flashback with this year's top 10 IHSA winter moments.
4:01 to go, third quarter. Our third place game, and Maine West and Quincy are tied at 40 at halftime. The Blue Devils led at 34-29, but Maine West has started the second half strong on an 11-6 run over the first 4 minutes.
Well, like the coach said, maybe they got that heartbreaking loss out of their minds right now and starting to play a little ball and concentrate on this game. Because that's got to be devastating.
Art Fabian.
I mean, Quincy couldn't wait to get back on the court after the type of loss they had to Whitney Young.
And it goes Regan. Off the iron. Kelly covers it up. Corey Douglas. If you added up all of the games that members of the Douglas family have played in the state tournament, what that total would be.
That's quite a feat, too. I mean, to get there and have a family. And that's why I think all this was so, you know, spectacular to have all the families that have reached this state tournament.
Rivas couldn't handle the entry pass. Kevin Fry, we understand, has left the Maine West bench and gone to the locker room to try to get some information on him. Jumper from the baseline. Flying in for the dunk.
You could see it coming. I saw Johnson started up the right side of the key. He flew in him. Oh, man. With authority. And whoever was in his way was going to get knocked for a loop anyway.
Here's Ryan Kelly. Out it goes. Summers. Johnson comes out to guard him. Jump pass out to Hintz. Bouncing to Corey Douglas for three. The rebound, Summers draws the contact underneath.
Summers uncanny underneath that bucket, the size that he brings to the table and getting rebounds and going back up. The offensive style that he has. Look at that, up, boom, in the right place. Did get a little bump.
And a foul called on Lucas Johnson. That's his third.
He gave that to Luke.
Summers at the line, around and out.
Yeah, that call should have been on Fredo.
Summers misses both. The pass, no. Johnson rebounds. And covers it up.
In grand style.
Nearly a steal there. 10 seconds.
Good defense.
Great defense.
And that little knock away and steal attempt really secured the 10-second call in favor of Quincy.
Maine West leads it 42-40. And Quincy forces the turnover. Here's Corey Douglas over the 10-second line. Off to Ryan Kelly. Jumper. Rebound. Oh, hits, and he's fouled.
I like to see where. This could be interesting.
It's called on Alessi.
You see that penetration, fade away to the right as he shot the ball. Oh, man, I didn't see a foul, to be honest with you. I saw a good block.
At the line is Hintz. Ryan Hintz, 6'2", 180-pound senior. 61% free throw shooter, and he makes them both. His first points of the night, and we're tied at 42 with 1:52 to go third quarter. Fredo Jimenez to Fabian. Fabian, and now ahead to Alessi, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll remain in possession of Maine West. Corey Douglas got a foot on that one. Jimenez. And Fabian. 90 seconds to go in the third as Regan holds it. Gets it to Jimenez. Jimenez, 3 of 4 in the first half.
I like to think they're more than waiting for this last shot. The second shot is resting a little bit. It's a little early to hold the ball, I thought, but they're resting a little bit, that being Maine West and holding the ball out, making him come out to play the defense. And get a little breath of fresh air, breather at the same time. Just start moving the ball, get a 5-second call.
And there's the foul. As Alessi went up, was fouled by Ryan Kelly. 56.4 on the clock.
Weak side, he kind of fell asleep a little bit over there.
First foul on Kelly. 4th team foul. Alessi has 2 shots and makes the first one. Rod Alessi. Perfect. 5 for 5 from the free throw line in this game.
So now.
Nope. Lost my touch.
Oh, hey, what happened?
44-42 Maine West. Here's Corey Douglas.
Corey's starting to show some aggressive play as he went to the hoop, penetrated. Second time he's got the possession of the basketball and going to the hoop with such authority with little 13, 14 pull-up jump shot. You see right here, the ball back up. Yes, I'm going in there, not even 14 feet. Nice shot. That is one of the tougher shots, I think, around that 8-foot little jumper you have.
Fabian calls the foul, his second. Douglas at the line, where he's 2 for 2. That's a 3 for 3. Douglas now with 13 in the game, and it's 45-44 Quincy. Final minute, third quarter.
Well, let's see if they play for the last shot. 38 seconds left.
Lucas Johnson on the drive. Scoops it up. Nope. Rivas rebounds. 30 seconds to go. Here's Corey Douglas pushing it up quickly. Now they'll pull it out with 23 seconds to go. They play for the final shot of the third quarter. Quincy led by 5 at halftime. That lead is 1 right now. With 5 seconds to go, here goes Corey Douglas. Out it goes. 3 on the way by Hitz. Good!
Nice play, penetration by Douglas, and he kicks out and gets a 3-point play on him.
Ryan Hitz buries the 3 at the buzzer, and after 3 in Peoria in the third place game, Quincy extends the lead. It's 48-44 for Maine West.
Made of 100% rubber.
Stop paying high prices. Central Furniture, serving Chicago and adjoining suburbs out of one location for 65 years, will not be undersold. With 8 floors of brand name furniture and appliances, Central has a plan for everyone. Instant credit, no money down, 24-hour guaranteed delivery. Nobody but nobody beats Central for the best deals and lowest prices in town. Savings up to 70% at Central Furniture Mart, 1348 North Milwaukee Avenue. Open 7 days a week. Check us out.
What's the difference between a sports fan and a sports nut? Oh, about $935 a year. That's how much more satellite TV with sports packages cost than cable. And look at the bigger picture. On cable, you'll enjoy over 8,000 hours of major sporting events a year without paying an additional $300 for sports packages. Imagine over 8,000 hours. The picture's clear. Why switch? Cable, it's the smart choice. Jones Intercable.
Season is down to 8 minutes for these two teams. Barring overtime, of course, with Norm Mayclair. I'm Dave Eddett at Carver Arena. Third place game down to the fourth quarter now. 48-44 Quincy. And Quincy with the ball after scoring on the three-point field goal by Ryan Hintz at the buzzer. Douglas the runner. Corey Douglas.
Corey's trying to take over this basketball game. In the last 3 possessions he's had in his hands, well, I'd say 4. He's created some points for himself or his teammates. And he is really...
And Harry creates a turnover.
Yes.
Selly. Jump ball. Jump ball. Kelly couldn't quite control it.
That was a great save out of bounds by Corey Douglas to get this and create this fast break as arrow points for Maine West. I want to see this jump ball. I got to see how that... Oh, yeah, I saw it. Jump ball.
6-point Quincy lead. 7.5 to go. And now on the out-of-bounds play, the ball goes over.
Corey Douglas is responsible for the aggressive play at this time, the last couple minutes for Quincy, because he has certainly taken over and it's kind of spread to his teammates. They're being a little more aggressive than Maine West right now.
With his twin brother on the bench with 4 fouls. Corey Douglas doing the job. Entry pass, Rivas, turn around good.
And I thought Rivas was fouled on that play, but nonetheless, he got the 2 points. And they're playing very aggressive. Pressing all over the place.
3-pointer, around and in by Brian Regan.
They really need that, and Brian hit it home. And this game
that was from way downtown.
Yeah, that was out, like I said, Main Street here in Peoria. By the way, great post this town has presented. I want to thank the Holiday Inn where I'm standing. They've just been outstanding and nice. So
the city of Peoria does a wonderful job.
Yes, indeed. And everybody around town has been great. Police officers, everybody. Got my car washed. People were over there having fun. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Sun was shining. It was beautiful down here today.
It was a great day. Johnson called for the reach. Trying to knock it away from Luis Rivas. Kevin Fry, we understand, is finished for the night. We don't have a specific report on his injury, but there you see Keith Bachhold, or rather Andy Lightfoot checking in for Maine West, 6'7", 270-pound senior.
Any kin to Gordon Lightfoot?
I don't know. Rivas through his hands, saved by Hintz.
Ah, yes.
A lot of musical references from you, Norm.
That's all I know, man. I'm a 60s kid. I'm a music man. That's what I do in the store when I'm talking every morning. Music.
Summers.
Nice block.
Blocked by Johnson.
Well, he's everywhere, this kid.
Lucas Johnson, co-MVP of the Central Suburban League North, along with his brother, with his teammate, Kevin Fry.
Saw the brother.
His brother, we know about his brother. Douglas, the runner, good.
Boy, I tell you, this Douglas Corey has got new life in this the second half of this game. Man.
Thinking about his brother, Brian Johnson, of course, who's picking up the slack. Finished his career at the University of Illinois. Now, Alessi, nearly blocked. Tapped in the air once, twice, taken by Rivas. This time Douglas walks it up. 7.5 to go. 7-point Quincy lead, 54-47.
Yeah, misjudgment on the pass there, and as far as getting up and getting that. And Corey showed a little winded approach as he's been over. Once again, to play that type of game this afternoon against Whitney Young and then come out and do what he's doing now, I can understand why you're a little winded.
Quincy lead at the end of 3. That lead has been extended to 7 and a chance here for more. Kevin Douglas with 4 fouls in the ball game. Number 5.
Oh, he was held. Got to call that. All right.
4:59 to go.
Yeah, they got to call that. That was a good call.
Called on Andy Lightfoot.
Yeah, the folk singer, man. He looks like a guy from Canada, ready to sing.
We have it timed now. 4:59 to go. Fourth quarter. 54-47. Quincy leads Maine West. We'll be back.
Gordon is way behind. Stick a fork in Jeff. He's done. What is he thinking? Holy baloo!
That's gotta hurt.
What could possess a man to drive like that?
Gotcha. He's making his move backward. Gordon wins.
We gotta get him a cup holder.
Pepsi, Generation Next. Introducing a whole new look for Pepsi. All new look, same great taste. Pepsi, Generation Next.
Welcome back. Now, making dough from scratch takes the right ingredients. Like the Sunday Sun Times. It's chock full of good things. Ah, here it is. The Daily Dough Scratch and Win game card. For scratching, I find a spatula works best.
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun Times. Then check your Daily Sun Times for the winning numbers. You can win up to $5,000 every day.
Isn't that yummy?
Look for your game card only in the Sunday Sun Times.
4:59 to go, fourth quarter. Quincy leads Maine West 54-47. Leading scorers in the game: Lucas Johnson, Alfredo Jimenez in double figures for Maine West, Luis Rivas and Corey Douglas, 18 and 17 respectively for Quincy.
And Corey Douglas is putting on a show this second half.
He really has. Douglas, 7 points in the second half. They've been key points, too.
Key points and plus 3 steals and getting his team aggressively playing defense.
Entry pass, Rivas shooting over Lightfoot for foul.
I can see why he scored 30 points in beating Manuel. And the way he gets the ball in there, he does not hesitate. He goes right to the hoop, spin move or whatever, and put those shoulders right into the body. And then he hits his fouls on top of it.
Rivas, 2 for 2 from the line. 18 points in the game. 17 fouls now at Maine West.
Yeah, I just jinxed him too. Nice form he has though at that line.
Rivas, leading scorer for the Blue Devils 16 times this year, and their leading rebounder in all but 8 of their previous games. 19 for Rivas, and it's an 8-point Quincy lead, 55-47. I think the third place game is one of those, Norm, when you win it, you're glad you played it. When you lose it, you end the tournament with back-to-back losses, and it's... But you still get the experience of playing here in this situation, and for your underclassmen, that's huge.
And it's one of the rare situations where you come down to the state tournament and you get your last game as a victory without winning a championship.
That's right.
But you can go on that note of victory and then build on it, only a positive on it. Well, Johnson was open for a moment.
Johnson for 3. An air ball, and here's Rivas. Lucas Johnson.
Quincy fans are really getting into this game by way of little Raz, yelling air ball.
Shot of 4 minutes. Corey Douglas against Regan, has it taken away. Nice behind the back dribble by Lucas Johnson. Gets up, has it poked away from behind by Corey Douglas.
Well, there's some banging going on.
Yes, there is.
There, you can see Johnson didn't like the way J.D. Summers approached him, and he went right over to referee's smart. Got right in there immediately, but Johnson did not like the way he was bumped over here. He went to J.D. Summers and let him know that. And I mean, he let him know without hitting or anything, but he got right in his face. The referees jumped in immediately.
Lucas Johnson called for his 4th foul, and Summers will be at the line. Johnson takes the seat.
Well, you can see, you know, you've been out here playing, competition's building up. It happens all the time.
1-1, and Summers misses.
That's why I personally don't like trash talking or anything else, because you got enough competition just playing against each other, let alone somebody in your face talking to you all the time. And that's just a prime example as far as I'm concerned. People playing hard and getting a little heated and clanking and banging and doing things just like that.
Corey Douglas called for the block. As both he and Jimenez hit the deck.
There's a good collision once again. Just both these teams are playing hard. Here you go, a block. maybe a hair fraction late getting there, establishing your position.
Corey Douglas is 200 pounds. He's got about a 60-pound advantage on Jimenez.
Yeah, and I think he fell just to try to create the give me the call, because Dirk certainly wasn't knocked out by the contact.
Quincy leading by 8 with just about 3 minutes to go in this third-place contest.
And a whole lot of offense left the game when Johnson left out of there. And right now, I think you can forget about 4 fouls and get back in there.
Fabian is good.
And he needed that. If nothing else, he was put over there to cool out and chill out right now from maybe the temper that he is developing in this game. Fabian coming back in right now.
Fabian was 1 of 7 from the floor against Galesburg. His only field goal was a 3-pointer. Corey Douglas, baseline jumper good.
Nice touch. Well, he has an uncanny and a beautiful touch around that 8 to 9, 10-foot area, which I think is one of the hardest shots in all of basketball. You want to be 15, 20 feet out. That 8-footer, that's a tough one.
Another 3, good again, Ryan Regan. And suddenly it's a 4-point game.
And there's a wrestling match going on out there with both pair of 44s going at it on each respective team. Heinz, I should say. This is a wise timeout right now.
Lucas Johnson getting set to return. Well, we have 2:12 to go in this one. And after this game, it's time to crown a champion. It'll be the Dolphins of top-ranked Whitney Young against Galesburg, ranked 3rd in the state. And the winner will be Class AA champions for 1998, and that's coming up right after this game. David Kaplan is here in the building warming up.
Cappy is always warmed up. He is always ready to go.
Well, this should be a great game. I think it's going to be very exciting.
I think it's going to be a tremendous basketball game.
How about the three-point shooting here? Maine West has hit 7 of them.
Yes, 7 for 15.
And Brian Regan owns 4 of those.
Yes. And he put it from long distance, way out there. Right now it's a 4-point deficit for Maine West in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So they have time to do something in this ball game. And they're heated up with the action as they're going after each other, because it's beginning to get a little more physical than maybe it needs to be in other areas of this game. A little extra activity once the ball is rebounded. A little extra activity once it's on the floor and gone. And that is just, I want to win this ball game type of attitude.
Running the baseline and bouncing it into Corey Douglas. 3-pointers by Fabian and Regan have brought Maine West back to within 4. Inside of 2 minutes, Kevin Douglas kicks it out. Summers bouncing into Rivas. Nearly lost it, had to pick up.
Thought it was a double dribble, but
no, he never did pick it up. Kept the dribble, and then a foul called on Regan.
It's the first time also at the same time I've seen Rivas get the ball down low and not do something immediately with it, either pass it out or take it to the hoop. He got trapped in there. And I didn't see, I thought it was a double dribble, but as you said, he picked it up and no one bothered him, I guess.
Kevin Douglas at the free throw line. 77% shooter from the line, makes the first one.
That's good shooting at this level of, on any level. When you can shoot 77 and higher, 75 and higher, that's good shooting.
In the semifinal today, Maine West kept coming back, and then Galesburg made some big free throws down the stretch. That game got awfully tight.
Yep. Free throws can win or lose for you down stretch run, especially. You got to hit those.
Galesburg made theirs. Jimenez falling down. Got it to Johnson for 3. Good!
Big shot. Big shot for Johnson and his Maine West team. They're within 3 with 1:22 left in this game.
Johnson had missed 4 3-pointers today.
That's got to be 10 seconds.
There it is. Corey Douglas couldn't get it across. Great job by Brian Regan.
That's got to be 10 seconds. And it is 10 seconds, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this.
3-point game with 1:13 to go. Warren Wallace saw his team comfortably ahead moments ago, but that lead has dissipated in a hurry.
what this will do is if Maine West can get a score one way or the other, 2-point, 3-point, it'll put pressure on Quincy to do something with that 1-point lead. Or tie.
Pump fake Johnson. Blocked by Rivas. Got it back.
Good call, had a hand in there, and that big Corey Douglas fouled Johnson. He had a man wide open. There's good defensive play by Quincy because he went in wide open underneath. But Rivas did a block on that at the height, and then you got the reach-in foul by Corey Douglas.
They'll take it out left baseline into Johnson. Johnson as Kevin Douglas flies by and gets the rebound.
Not too much strength on that one.
Final minute now.
Well, you got to foul. You got to do something right now.
Douglas ahead to Summers. He gets it to Rivas, banks it in.
Big shot. You know, that was not bad. You got to get it in there and score, do something.
5-point game, and at the other end, a foul. Rivas.
Here you see right here. Good. Boy, Quincy's good at this play right here. They've been doing it all the games I've seen them. That was a big play. And they came right back on the other end and rushed down the court and got a foul created out of it. We'll see if they can make it after this timeout.
Timeout with 41.8 seconds to go in the fourth quarter in regulation. 61-56. Quincy leading Maine West. Maine West Warriors enjoying their first trip to the Elite Eight. Got to the semifinals and playing in the third place game here tonight. They had a great run in the postseason. Maine West defeated Zion Benton by 30 in the Evanston Super Sectional, 74-44. A good Zion Benton team, and then defeated Corey Maggette and Fenwick here last night, 76-64, and took Galesburg right down the wire in this one.
I was surprised at that victory somewhat because I thought Fenwick would take this team. Maybe just my, as I always say, my peeps gave me the scouting report and I thought Fenwick would win, but they didn't come. Oh my goodness.
Well, I think a lot of people might have thought that one.
Yeah.
Our Lincoln Mercury player of the game, Luis Rivas.
An outstanding game. And he's come back from this morning and have an outstanding game, getting the ball fed to him down low. 9 out of 12 field goals, 21 points, and 9 rebounds. And he's not far from the double-double.
Plus 3 assists, plus 2 steals. Luis Rivas, our Lincoln Mercury player of the game.
I'm willing to bet he'll get the double-double. Somebody's going to miss a shot during the course of the 41 seconds, and he'll get a rebound.
Free throw is good by Alessi. Alessi now perfect from the line.
Hey, you guys, the game plan for Coach Sullivan for Maine West is this. Right now, they're down 3, so they want them to entice them to make them make the long pass right now, be very aggressive on the ball, make the long pass. Didn't really want to go for the foul, but then if it was a 2-possession game, come back over the line, get a timeout. If it still remains a 3-possession game, they want to go for the quick 3-pointer, of course, so they can tie up the basketball game.
It all depends on who and how you make this free throw. If Corey Douglas comes away with something here.
The Blue Devil bench. They lead by 3 with 40.4 seconds to go. You know, this has been a spirited game.
Yes, it has.
A hard-fought game.
And they got to the point of tempers could have gotten lost, but referees and officials stepped in and did an outstanding game by controlling that. Good hard play, though. That's all you want. And for a consolation game, I thought it was outstanding. It's not over yet.
5-point game. Lucas Johnson straight on. No, Luis Rivas.
And that's his rebound.
Ahead of breakaway. Summers caught up with it, and that should do it. 24 seconds to go.
And Rivas got his rebound for a double-double.
Well, it ain't over yet. 3-pointer, timeout, 17.8. Regan with his 5th 3-pointer of the game.
Wow, he's deadly out in that corner.
It is a 4-point game.
20-second timeout.
So it's still a 2-possession game, but 17.8. Now, how about about that last play. Summers showing great speed here to get down court.
Yeah, and you know, got the rebound to get it out. Rivas got that rebound on a long shot by Johnson, a long rebound, and being the one that was watching and guarding Johnson, he did the right thing. Boxed out, got the rebound, and out to his teammate.
17.8 as Summers will inbound left baseline. Bounces it into Corey Douglas.
Good
Fouled
inbound
right away by Fabian.
Good inbound play, good aggressive approach to go get it, getting the basketball. Be very interesting. Get to the free throw line. Shouldn't be that much pressure on the young man, Corey Douglas.
Corey Douglas with 21 points in the game. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Just took 1 second off the clock. Oh, ouch. These Blue Devil fans nervously watching Douglas as he puts up the second one. Misses this one too. Johnson and Kelly battling for the rebound.
Called a foul.
And Johnson will step to the free throw line with 16.4.
That was a beautiful big-time break as it goes for Maine West, because time did not lapse off the clock, no more than a point. Second, whatever it was minimal. And he's at the free throw line.
This entire exchange from the time that Quincy inbounded the ball took just about 1.4 seconds.
Yes.
And Johnson at the line. Makes the first one. It's a three-point game. And they've done it, keep in mind, without Kevin Fry.
Yes.
Second free throw by Johnson. It's a two-point game with 16.4 to go.
Ooh, oh, almost had that one. That being Johnson. What a competitor, huh? Man.
Reminds a lot of people of his brother Brian, who just wrapped up his Illini career, and that's where Lucas will be headed.
Beautiful.
And he'll have to take a timeout. Summers will.
This is getting dangerous for Quincy because they have not been able to get free to get that ball in bounds.
22nd timeout taken by the Blue Devils. And what a great run Maine West has made here in this game,
yes,
just as they did against Galesburg rather earlier today.
Sure, he would like to be giving up. Yes, he would be out there, like to be out there. But all the games have been great. You just saw, see his ankle all taped up.
16.4 to go. 65-63. Corey Douglas has it, and there's the foul with 14.1. That took about 2 seconds.
Right. And I was worried if Johnson, even though at this point you got to get there, because Johnson has 4 fouls. And he wasn't called for it, but
no, it was Brian Regan called for it, and he has 3 now. And Corey Douglas, who missed moments ago, back at the line.
What did you say about overtime?
I didn't say anything about overtime. Corey Douglas, free throw, and this one in and out.
As I'm telling you now, if he makes this and come down, boom, three-pointer, or indeed, well, right, you look at it as potential tie.
Well, even if he makes this one, a three-pointer would tie the game.
Yes, indeed.
And he does. It's a three-point game, 14.1.
That's right, 1 out of 3 down the stretch run.
There's Fabian. Lucas Johnson double-teamed, and he calls a timeout.
7.6 seconds. We'll see.
So Maine West will set up for a game-tying three-pointer. And I believe this is the way their game ended against Galesburg earlier. I think they had a chance at the end and ended up losing by 3. 73-70.
Well, they certainly, all teams that participated in this tourney should be proud of themselves. As you know, we have the big one coming up next. Galesburg, Whitney Young.
This is been great, Norm. It's been an awful lot of fun. It's been great working with you these last 2 weekends. I've enjoyed it.
It's been good. It's been a nice thing. We sat around last night for a little while and chatted about some ball games and did all they say, a little barbershop talk.
I got it. You guys, the game plan for Maine West was that they're going to set a baseline screen, then a double screen for Jimenez, Alfredo Jimenez, who's going to come up from the baseline and go for the three-point shot. And that's it.
Alfredo Jimenez has hit 2 3-pointers in the game tonight.
They're setting up on the wrong side.
Jimenez 2 of 4 from three-point range. 7.6 to go. Johnson calls another timeout.
Good defense by Quincy on that one.
Well, the Warriors take another timeout.
Maybe they should all come out beyond the three-point arc and say, hey, take the layup. I don't care what you do in the lead. Take my chances that way.
Both teams have shot the ball very well tonight. But look at the three-point shooting. 1 of 7, 14% for Quincy. 9 of 20, 45% for Maine West, including 50% shooting, 6 of 12 here in the second half.
Well, yeah, Rivas going inside, getting the points he's got, and you don't need to take three-pointers. He had a steady diet of getting the ball down low and getting points in the paint. And that was their side of it. On the other end, Quincy playing a good defense, forced Maine West to take jumpers, especially when they fall falling behind. And that's basically why the stat is like it is.
Maine West has used its last timeout. 7.6 to go. There's the man, Alfredo Jimenez. 2 of 4 on three-point field goals tonight. There are the Quincy Blue Devils. Down at the other end, watching this.
All right,
here we go. Alessi. Johnson, 4 seconds. Johnson will take it. Off the iron, no good. It's over.
He had a good look.
Wins it.
Boy, he put it up, nice look. And he's got his head down, Johnson, but what a nice try to get that jump shot off there, Dave.
An exciting finish in the Quincy Blue Devils. Pick up their 27th victory as they take 3rd place here in the 1998 Boys AA Tournament. 66-63. Let's go to Yvonne Simmons.
Coach Wallace, you guys are basically in control of this basketball game. It was yours to lose. Free throws could have made the difference.
Thank you. Yes, we're a great free throw shooting team. I guess the tired legs must have had something to do with it. Corey Douglas missed 4 in a row, and he's an 85% shooter out there in the free throw line. So just, I think, it had tired legs out there. We make the free throws, the game was over.
Now, you guys played the early game, but it was an emotional game for you guys playing Young, who was heavily favored. What did you talk about after that game to bring him here and play so well today?
We talked about Blue Devil pride, that we wanted to come back and show the crowd how we got here, and that we didn't want to come out here and not play well. We wanted to go off the floor playing our ball game.
Okay, congratulations on 3rd place victory. Okay, back to you guys.
All right, so the Western Big Six well represented here as Quincy wins at 66-63. Now they can root for another one of their conference rivals in the championship game. Back to wrap it up and set the scene for our championship game in a moment.
Fox Sports Chicago and Intersport Television's coverage of the IHSA Basketball Championships are brought to you in part by Pepsi, Generation Next, Country Companies Insurance. When it matters most, the country's behind you. And by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
It's Michael Johnson. It's fast, loud.
I'll be right back.
I hate it when that happens.
The things that you hold close, we do too. Sharing your dreams
Your Lincoln dealers are offering incredible savings during the Lincoln Collection of Savings, an outstanding opportunity to discover the full line of luxury, like a lease of just $4.99 a month with just $4.99 down on the newly restyled Lincoln Continental. We'll even pay your first month's payment and get exceptional savings on the powerful Navigator, the all-new Town Car, and the exhilarating Mark 8. The Lincoln Collection of Savings, only through April 2nd at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Quincy wins the third place game here, defeating Maine West 66-63 in a thriller that went right down to the wire here. I'm Dave Ennett with Norm Van Leer. It was a great way to warm up for the championship game. Quincy put on quite a show. So did Maine West. It's been their trademark. Great year for Maine West, too. They finish up 28-5, and they're a team that really had a wonderful run down here, down the stretch in the playoffs. And you could see it once again, Norm, right at the end, they had a chance to win the game.
Yes, they did. At least a tie to get going. And certainly they should be proud of themselves. They fought hard and played hard. And I said before, I find it very difficult to even get up and have a game like that in the consolation game. But they played with pride. And I heard the coach say about his Blue Devils that, hey, we're playing for Blue Devil pride. And then we came out here and they got away with a victory in that area. But such good games down here in the tournament. I love it. And just setting the pace for the game coming up for the championship play.
Well, it's going to be a great one. Let's take a look at our Pepsi play of the game. And I think you're going to like this one. As Lucas Johnson flies in for the weak side for the dunk. And even though Maine West didn't win the game, that is our Pepsi play of the game. So Quincy wins it here. Luis Rivas with a big game, and Quincy wraps up a great year. And this is a great prelude. We've got a great one coming up. What do you think about Young and Galesburg?
Well, I think if any team's going to give Young a challenge, it will be Galesburg. I think the two talented young men they have underneath, an inside and outside game, but they need to help. Taylor Bell said one thing. Everybody else has to step up and help because Whitney Young has a lot of team play and everyone involved, not just their superstars, but everyone. That's what Galesburg needs to do to win this game if they're going to win it. Then on the other end, Whitney Young just plays their game and played a team game with the bench play, the great coaching. They can very well be the state champions this year.
All right, well, the championship game is coming right up. Whitney Young against Galesburg. That's ahead. David Kaplan and I will be bringing you that one shortly. For Yvonne Simmons, Norm Van Leer, and our entire Trio video crew, I'm Dave Ennett saying so long for now. Once again, our final score, Quincy takes third place, beating Maine West 66-63. And March Madness continues with the King of the Hill three-point show.